They're dying alone. They're dying alone. The women that's in these places, their daughters are coming and bringing them to the nail shops, getting their hair done, coming there when some of these men are taking their last breath. I have cleaned so many dead bodies, and guess what? Nobody showed up for them. Not their kids, not their wives, not their grandkids. Nobody came for them because why? They were not good men while they were alive. They're gonna continue dying alone.
Is it true that a lot of men are dying alone in care homes, in the own home, because of their past deed, because they did not look after their family properly, because they did not take care of the family? Yes, but saying that because they did not take care of the family is a bit. We have to kind of like go into it. The problem is, I feel like it's really really important to us as mothers to teach our kids, girls, especially boys, what it mean by taking care of somebody, what it mean by really being there for somebody, because a lot of these people were in their children life, they were living in the same home, but from the children point of view, these people were not present. These men were not present. These dad were not present. When I say were not present, that they were in the house, but they were not there. But for these men, if you ask them, for most of them, they will tell you that they believe that they were the best father, the best fathers. Why would they think that they were the best fathers? Because for many people, especially when it come to the black community abroad, and even a bit home, a man who is providing financially, that's all that is needed. This is believed by many, many people, starting by the man itself. For most men, the fact that they will leave the house in the morning to go to their businesses or to go to work, and they will pay bills, they will pay food, they will pay for the house, that's enough. That's enough, because for them, they're feeding their children have a roof over their head, and they're taking care of everything that is financial. So for them, that's enough. But the problem is, for a young child or for an adult child, that's not enough. That's not enough. The fact that a lot of these things happening in many part of our communities, and that people are making it for people is normal. For, like, in general, I'm talking in general, obviously. If a woman complain about the man not being present, that the man is not spending time with the kids, the man is not doing this, the man is not doing that, they will ask the woman, is he working? Is he paying the bill? If the woman say yes, they will look at you almost as if you are a troublemaker. If you're just looking for trouble. But people fail to understand that for a child who is growing up, you paying for food, you paying for the house or whatever, that's good. But at some point, that's just something that is normal for them. A child who don't get to see you, who don't get to spend time with you, because you're paying all the bills, because you're paying part of the bills, because you're paying most of the bills, doesn't mean that you do not need to create time, quality time with your children. You need to spend time with your children. You need to be investing on them emotionally, physically. You need to give them love. You need to give them attention. You need to be there. Obviously, if you're at work, you cannot be there, but you need to. It doesn't matter how much you're working, you need to be trying to clear some time, whether it's 1 hour, 2 hours, one afternoon, or the whole day, or once a week, to do something with them. If you're not able to do that, you have to explain to them, you have to talk to your children, explaining to them why you're not going to be able to do it. Children really understand a lot of things. You just need to keep the communication going. But the fact that you are there without being there, even when you're present, you're not there. Maybe you're into your thing, you're doing your thing, that just they're playing around you. Doesn't mean you're spending time with them. And they know that. One that little, that might pass. But as they're growing, they will realize it, they will know exactly what is going on, and they will know who you are with them. Most people say that children are just all about their mother. I'm not saying that all mothers are perfect. But I think that in general, women understand the fact that when you bring a life into the world, you need to nurture that life. You really need to nurture them. I know that, for example, if you are home the whole day and we did not go out, I feel guilty. I feel guilty. And I can guarantee that there's no way we can spend 2 days in the house without going out. Even though we are doing stuff inside the house, I feel like to take them out. I feel like we have to do something. So maybe I'm overdoing it. Maybe I'm putting too much pressure on myself. But the thing is that that's how it is. You know, I already doing everything with them for them and making sure that they eat properly, they eat home cooked food or all those things, taking care of them, playing with them, spending time with them. But still, if I just get one day where I say, I want to relax, when we get like beginning of the afternoon, I start feeling guilty. I'm like, I want to relax. Maybe they don't want to relax. But then I know that maybe I might be an extreme. I'm not saying everybody should be like me. But I just really want men to understand the fact that whether you're paying child support or whether you're living with your children under the same roof and you're paying bills, some bills, part of the bills, all the bills, that does not cover them emotionally. It does not cover them. It does not cover the love. It does not cover all those things. You need to step up in doing those things. If your wife is doing it, stop thinking that if your partner, your wife is doing it, he's doing it for you. She's not doing it for you. Children understand very well that you are doing this for mommy. Mommy always do this with us. Mommy always do this for us. But daddy is not doing it. The children understand that. So if the mother is there, she's doing a lot, or maybe she's the one who stay with them most of the time, you need to make an extra effort to make sure that at least once a week you get to do something special with them. It does not have to be you spending money. It can just be a walk somewhere in the park, in the wood, go and play football somewhere, go and play whatever somewhere, take them swimming, things like that. Something that they know, and you need to be consistent. That's another thing. Because if you do it a month, it doesn't really count. You need to be consistent. And when you cannot meet up with that consistency, you need to let them know why you cannot meet up with him, with that. You need to talk to them. Just living in the same house with your children do not guarantee that. Does not mean that you are involved in the development emotionally. No, it does not. And that's what that happen a lot when children become adult. We see it a lot, children of like billionaire, millionaire, who will say like they will have problem with their parents because no matter how much money the parent used to splash on them or the expensive thing that the parent used to buy, the main thing that they're always going to complain about is like, you were not there. You were not there. So a child like that, it will be difficult. It will be difficult to get them to invest themselves on you physically when you need them. When you get to a point where you are sick or you're old, they're not going to make it a priority to be there for you because you never made it a priority to be there for them. So stop thinking that because you're paying for things, that means that you're covering your role as a father. No, children need everything else. Emotionally, they need love, they need all those things. And you need to try as much as possible to make it happen. I know it's not easy. I know life out there is not easy. But from the moment you decide to bring children in the world, you need to understand that that's something that you need to they need to come first. Because I'm sure that most people that are able to clear some time to go to the pub, to go out, to go and see friends and all those things. And many men, that's what they do. They feel like when they have the free time is for them. So since the freedom is for them, they will go and do what they like to do, to go and meet who they want to do. But they don't feel like the children are entitled to have that quality time with them. That on that free time, if it's 5 hours, they can take 3 hours to spend with their children doing the what matters. And then later in the evening, go and meet whoever they want to meet, go and do whatever they want to do. Children will remember that. And that's why children are so close to their mothers. Because mothers in general are those who are there like constantly, every time. Even when they're tired, they're sick, whatever, they're always there. So I feel like it's only fair for children later to be all about their mothers. Because at the end of the day, mothers don't get it as easy as the fathers get it sometimes. It doesn't matter how stressful your job is, but your job is only for a certain amount of time. When you have your break, you have your break. But a mother who is looking after the children, there rarely any break. There's no break. Even when they're in school, When they're in school, you have to do things that you cannot do when they're around. You always constantly do something. You have 1 or 2, 3 children. You cannot just afford to relax every time. Maybe once a week you can get to have some time for yourself. But most of the time, there's always something to do.